The US carmaker Tesla cut its prices by up to 20% globally in January, in what analysts saw as a reaction to an increase in competition from small rivals and legacy automakers. These price cuts, along with government incentives, may allow new customers to consider going electric. But how affordable are EVs? And how do they compare in price with petrol and diesel cars in Europe? The difference in price can depend on factors such as tax rates and government incentives, which differ from country to country. For example, the prices of the Peugeot 208 Allure trim, petrol and electric car models vary a lot between Denmark and the Netherlands. In Denmark, the entry-level electric model starts at €38,978, which is 53% more than the petrol version. And in the Netherlands, the entry-level electric model starts at €32,250, which is 39% more than the petrol version. An EV may be more expensive to buy than an internal combustion engine vehicle, but it may be cheaper to power. According to a T&E study, driving 100 kilometers with an average electric car would have cost on average €6.50 in September 2022 if you charge it at home. The same distance would have cost you on average 80% more in a petrol car and 50% more in a diesel-powered one. But if you wanted to charge your car on the go rather than at home, you might have found it difficult, depending on which EU country you live in. Almost half of all the chargers in the EU are located in just 2 countries, with 29.4% in the Netherlands and 19.4% in Germany. In 2022, these countries offered some of the most enticing purchasing incentives in the EU, but those incentives are waning. Until the end of last year, Germany offered a maximum bonus of €6,000 for EVs priced below €40,000, but that bonus has fallen to €4,500 in 2023. In the Netherlands, EVs that cost under €45,000 qualified for a €3,350 subsidy, which was reduced to €2,950 in 2023. According to the ACEA's 2022 report, 21 countries in the EU offered incentives to purchase electric vehicles. 5 countries offered no purchase incentives, but rather only tax reductions or exceptions: Bulgaria, Denmark, Latvia, Malta and Slovakia. Estonia was the only EU country that offered neither purchase incentives nor tax reductions or exceptions in 2022. In 2021, 72% of all electric cars in the EU were sold in just 4 countries, which each had a GDP per capita of over €45,000. The countries with the lowest sales of EVs all had a GDP per capita of less than €26,030. Bulgaria had the lowest market share of EVs at 1.7% and one of the lowest GDP per capita at €9,850. GDP per capita was 5 times higher in Sweden, the EU country with the highest market share of EVs at 45%. The link between GDP per capita and the purchase of EVs suggests that affordability is still an obstacle, preventing many people across the EU from making the transition to an electric vehicle.